Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back again to Cannon for the TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Another live show, more transfer news, more rumours, more gossip for each and every one of you. Yeah, you watching over there, watching me over here. I think just starting off quick off the block, off the mark. The first news segment I actually wanted to talk about was Emil Smith Rowe. Now I know he's a fan favourite, a player that I have admired since Unai Emery gave his breakout season 2018. Even though he got loaned out to Huddersfield, a player has been plagued by injuries, but some reason still comes back and fights for his position, but can't pin down a place in the starting 11 over a long period of time. So I think we have spoken about his links to Aston Villa. If you believe the news, the news saying that Aston Villa eyes a major Arsenal talent in the transfer chase. It pains me to say this, but what I'm going to do, let me read through the report here, and I can give you my thoughts at the end of the report. So the report says that Arsenal midfielder Emil Smith Rowe is of interest to Aston Villa, as reported by Court Offside. Arsenal midfielder Emil Smith Rowe is still a target for Aston Villa, according to a report. This pursuit echoing the sentiments of a classic chase, exemplifies Aston Villa's unwavering determination. Now, the journey of Villa's interest in Smith Rowe is a tale of resilience, it says. The initial attempts date back to 2021, involving offers of £25 million, then £30 million, were met with a closing door. We're not interested in selling our prized asset, Emil Smith Rowe. And as a particular person on a particular radio station says that the midfielder, who Aston Villa failed to sign in 2021, is still a target for the club. This indicates a strategic persistence, showcasing Aston Villa's long-term vision and ambition. Now, should Aston Villa succeed in the long-term standing pursuit of Smith Rowe, could be a transformative addition to Unai Emery's side. His creativity, youth exuberance, and versatility would offer tactical flexibility and an added dimension to Villa's midfield. The prospect of Smith Rowe donning the Clarendon and blue ignites curiosity about how his talents could be harnessed under Unai Emery's guidance. So that's the report there. Now go back in reverse order about how Arsenal have been just warding off selling Emil Smith Rowe. Personally, I think it would be a good move for Unai Emery to get Emil Smith Rowe and for Emil Smith Rowe to go over to Aston Villa. Reasons one, I mean, he would get game time. Right about now, we're thinking, how was it before last season that Fabio Vieira, who's out injured now, got in and ahead of Emil Smith Rowe? He's back now. He's been on the bench, had a bit part in a performance, but still can't pin down, that position in the starting 11. I'm sure under Unai Emery's tutelage, he would have more of a play time. He will be looked after. He would not be overplayed. He will be cared for. And not say we, but Aston Villa, Unai Emery would know how to use his skills. And that's the way that I see it. You talk about Douglas Luiz in the midfield there, who's not going anywhere, will not be going to Arsenal anytime soon. The midfielders, maybe rotation, but Unai Emery would not need anyone to tell him how to use Emil Smith Rowe. So again, as it pains me to say this, it's coming a time that Emil Smith Rowe, as much as he loves Arsenal, he might have to listen to the calls from the Aston Villa, Unai Emery. Can you think of any reasons why he should not go to Aston Villa? I can't. Really, I can't. It would be a good move for him. And I think he's aged, let's have a look here. He's 23 years of age. 23 years of age. So why not? Why not? Take the leap of faith. Say goodbye. Because, how many players have left the academy just made it into the first team and they left Arsenal. There's a lot of them. So, he won't be the first one. He won't be the last one. So Emil Smith Rowe, if it is true that, Aston Villa are still trying to nab and get him from Arsenal, Emil, just make the move, man, because I can't see things changing anytime soon at Arsenal. You're not going to get ahead of, a Kai Havertz. You're not going to get ahead, of a Martin Odegaard. You're definitely going to get ahead of Declan Rice. Where? And then you think about the person who they love to invert, Alexander Zinchenko, best playing off in the midfield. You're not going to get, any game time at Arsenal. So why not take the leap of faith and go and play for the Villa? Again, those of you who are watching, how many are watching now? Let's have a look. There's 8 of you watching now. Can you think of any reason why this gentleman here, this youngster, should not go to Aston Villa? I can't think of any reason. No, go. Make the move. Emil, make the move. And I know we gave him a contract extension, which I believe ends. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Right, he's got 2 more years to go on his current contract. Leave, if you really, really, really want to play football, if you really are thinking about, because he's still an England international. For me, leave Arsenal, go and play for the Villa. Unai Emery knows you. You know Unai Emery. For me, it's a no-brainer. Really, it is a no-brainer. So that was the first player that we're going to talk about. The second player is Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema. Oh, man. Has anyone got a GPS? The man still can't make his way to... Actually, he can't find the Emirates. The fight for Benzema. Yes. I just did a little bit of homework. There could be a battle between Arsenal and London rivals Chelsea for the signature. May become the story of a relatively quiet January transfer window, with Arsenal and Chelsea potentially launching shock bids. I repeat, shock bids for Karim Benzema. The Premier League duo are desperate for a prolific centre forward to lead their prospective top flight rivals, and Benzema's reporting availability makes him an attractive proposition. The veteran striker was one of many high-profile stars who decided to ditch European football for the riches of Saudi Arabia last summer. Lucrative contracts were on offer to any player willing to forego the much higher standards of football in Europe's top leagues. Now, what I've got to say about this, I know he's on humongous amount of money. Why can't we get Benzema just for a long period of time, at least until the end of the season? Why not? So where are we? January, February, March, April, May. 4 months, 4.5 months. You wouldn't have to buy Karim Benzema. Just come up with a loan deal. That's what you've got to do. Surely that can work. Anyone out there who can tell me, Alex, it won't work, I'll listen to you. Why not Karim Benzema for at least until the end of the season? You might say, well, actually, he's 35, 36, seen better days. But I'm looking at our strike force now. I'm looking at them. Your Gabriel Jesus's, your Eddie Nketiah's, your Martin Odegaard's, your Martinelli's, your Bukayo Saka's. You can't tell me any of those players there are, have a better ratio of scoring goals than Karim Benzema. Benzema, on his worst day, could still outscore these midfielders there and our strikers. Why not? Why can't we go for him? I would go for him. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So the latest report that I've seen there, that I have uncovered, it could be now, we've waited so long, rather than breaking the bank, we don't have the money to buy Benzema. And I don't think he'd want a long-term deal anyway to come back to Europe, much less the Premier League. Just make it, a loan deal. 4-5 months tops. I'd vote for that. I'll buy that for $1. Again, is there any reason why you think there's no point in getting a Karim Benzema? And don't tell me about his age. I know about his age. I'm talking about his prowess in front of goal. Better than a Gabriel Jesus. Better than an Edin Nketiah. Better than an Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli. Better than all those players there. Is there any reason why we can't go in the market and get, again, for a loan deal? Not buy him outright because we can't afford to spend any money. We don't want to infringe on the sustainability rules. Nah. Or even more FFP. So let me know. Let me know. Right. The next player we're going to talk about, Vlahovic. Now, Dusan Vlahovic is a so-and-so, isn't he? He turned us down 2 seasons ago. Is it 2 seasons? I think it's 2 seasons ago. I'm not sure what I'm looking up there for. He turned us down anyway. And as much as I tried to find some information about current information, I couldn't find anything. This is dating back to December. And he said, you know what? Do you know what Dusan Vlahovic said? Vlahovic said, I'm happy where I am. Yeah, he's not coming to Arsenal. Next. I'm talking about strikers now. This is the player I had spoken about 2 seasons ago when he was playing for Real Sociedad. And then I was thinking, oh, well, he's a Swedish international. He's quite tall, good of his feet for such a tall striker, can header the ball as well as so direct. But I thought, let me look at the stats. How many goals did he score last season? Do you know how many goals he scored last season? 10 goals out of 16 appearances in the Premier League. Do you know how many goals he scored this season? 10 goals in 22 appearances. Now I'm scratching my head and I'm thinking, is he worth going in the market for? Breaking the bank? Not for me. Not for me. I'm looking at the stats. Again, the goals, forget about the assists. For me, in my world, Mr. Cannon for TV's world is all that matters is scoring goals. I don't know, man. Yeah, to me, it's more like for like. I get it. He's more direct, a little bit more clinical than a Gabriel Jesus, maybe more clinical than, I don't know, Edin Nketiah. But 10 goals in 22 games, not bad. Not bad, just under 50%. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we should go to the market and break the bank? Because I tell you what, this report here tells me, right? Alexander Isak. Apparently, Arsenal had been urged to sign a Newcastle United's forwards, Alexander Isak, by former Man United defender Rio Ferdinand. Yeah, on his podcast. The Swede moved from Sweden to from Spain to England in 2022, in summer 2022. It has proven to be an instant hit, with the Magpies. But speaking of his podcasts, Ferdinand says Alexander Isak was running behind constantly against Man City. If I'm Arsenal, I'm going to go all out and buy him. One reason why Newcastle might sell their star is because of the football financial situation they find themselves in. To find Ferdinand added, why? They can't spend. They're struggling with profit and sustainability. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. If you're saying to me, probably swap Gabriel Jesus for, is that? Maybe. But in addition to, no. I'm sorry. But I don't know. What do you think? Should we buy him? Not for me. I'm sorry. And you know what? These are the new segments running on this Tuesday segment over here on Cannon Fodder TV. So we did do a poll. We did the poll. Was it yesterday? I'm trying to remember now. Where am I? Today's Tuesday. Let's have a look. When did I do the poll? I did the poll. I did it on Monday, and the poll was: how many signings do you believe we will get in this January transfer non-activity window? Yeah. How many signings do you think Mikel Arteta, Edu will get over the line in this January transfer window? We have received 669 votes. The comments have been, oh my goodness, 10 comments and 15 likes. Let's try and get over 30 likes on this one. And so again, the question, how many signings are we going to get in this January transfer window? Well, I tell you what, 6% say that we're going to get 3. Where? 3 new players in. No, sorry. 20% say we're going to get 2. 2? Which 2? No. 26% of the votes say we're going to get 1. 1? No. And you guessed it. Out in front, 48% of the votes say we're going to get 0. 0 players in this January transfer window. I'll tell you what, if I could vote, I would have voted for 0. 0 players in this January transfer window. I concur. We're not going to get any players in this January transfer window. If it looks like a duck, sounds like a duck, do you know what? It's a duck. We're not going to get any players. That's right, you heard it here first, or maybe second or third. Right. Now, what I need to do, I need to go into the live chat and see who has joined us in on this one. Let me kind of flip back. Who should I flip back to? Yeah, I'll flip back to Emil Smith Rowe. Oh dear, Emil, man, if you only knew, man. If you only knew. Anyway, my original wingman is back in the house. Monty, what's happening, brother? He says, Alex, what go on the California TV family? All good, man. All good, brother. I'll be keeping well. Another moderator, Ashley D, says, hey up, Gooners. I hope you're well, Ashley D. Emil Smith Rowe deserves this move for the good of his career, especially with Emery, who will get the best out of Emil Smith Rowe. He's in the game. I concur, man. I concur. It will be a really good move for him. Really good move. And, I don't know, maybe he'd probably be thinking, but, if I go over there, I know the manager, but how long is the manager going to be at Aston Villa? Well, who knows? Nobody can read the future. Just go over there, take the leap of faith, Emil, and, you don't know until you go over there. So maybe it's easy for me because, I'm not Emil Smith Rowe. But if I was Emil Smith Rowe, I would say, right, Unai Emery knows me. I know him. I know how he works. I'm going. Right, I'm going to leave all this stuff behind at Arsenal, and I'm going. Ashley D says he should have left last season. It's already cost him his England place. It has indeed. And I did say that, just think about that. He loves playing football. I'm not sure whether he's overcome his injuries, his spate of injuries, which has peppered his career. But I'm thinking, man, Emil, man, what's the saying? The grass is greener. It's not always green on the other side, but you've got to cross that frontier to actually see what does the grass look like on the other side. Surely things can't get any worse than how things are at Arsenal. You're not going to get ahead of Declan Rice. You're not going to get ahead, of Martin Odegaard. You're not going to get ahead of Fabio Vieira, even though he's out injured. You're not going to get ahead of Alexander Zinchenko. You're not going to get ahead of Thomas Partey. So leave and go to the Villa. Go to the Villa. Right. Monty says there's 17 people in the chat. Let's aim for 15 likes. Walid, long time, brother. It's Arsenal's choice by their best player. Time will tell. Absolute time will. Well, time's been telling. Let's just kind of partition the last 4 years. Time has been telling. Yeah, 8th, 5th. Where do we finish? 2nd. and it's yet to be determined where we're going to finish. And I tell you what, we're going to be talking about where we're going to finish on the Easy Talk come Friday. Oh, my goodness. What else do we have here? I'll recognize this person. I'll recognize this person, Alfie Cheeky Chappy, says, yes, let the bank be broken. All right, okay, what are you saying that for? Yeah. All right, I'm just trying to remember, Alfie. There's no way Newcastle will sell Isaac anyway. Of course, that was the other thing I was going to say. They're not going to sell their prize assets. They're going to sell off all the other players. If truth be told, they are flying quite close to the wind of the sustainability or FFP, they're not going to sell their prize assets. Arsenal will do that, but Newcastle are not going to do that. They won't do that. All right. And then Monty says, 25 Gunners here. We appreciate your time here with us. Yeah, Newcastle, they would not sell Alexander Isak. They would not sell him. I'm just thinking, for Benzema, I will go in the market for Benzema. But again, it has to be a loaner because there's no way we can compete because I think he's on, is it almost like how much is he on? Yeah, listen, he's on a lot of money. A lot of money. Loan deal. Loan deal. Get him over the line. Get him over the line. Oh, goodness. Right, let me just quickly do some housekeeping and let everybody know that we are currently going live on Canon Fodder TV. It's just funny when I was just trying to source some information about Dusan Vlahovic. Couldn't see anything. Couldn't see anything. Thinking, right, this guy is not coming, man. He's not coming. He's not interested. And actually, he did say that he's happy where he is. Let's just do this very, very quickly. Chance. Okay, here we go. We are live. And I don't know, do you blame Vlahovic? At that time last season, I said, well, listen, if the guy has said that he's not interested, so season before, then let's not go back into the market and try and get him because no means no, doesn't it? Does it? It means no. So just close the door, you go on about your business and try and source another striker. Right, I just need to do this as well. Bear with me, people. But just thinking, the headline news for, at least on this segment for me, is about Emil Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, man, I personally, I think you need to leave in order for you to reignite your career. Okay, there we are. There we go. There we go. Right. Colin says, get it, Alex. We cannot even consider the wage Benzema is on. Besides that, ego would put Arteta in the full meltdown. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I might send him packing. Anyway, yeah. Right, John says scarf up. Apparently, Ashburton Army have called arms. A call arms. Those who are going to the Emirates on Saturday, make sure you go with your scarf. Yeah, because everyone's going to be waving their scarves in the Emirates to kind of reclaim the atmosphere. I could never understand it. Formerly known as the library. Those of you who've been to the Emirates, I mean, you can't call it the library because you're always going to hear the opposition fans screaming and shouting and making more noise than the home fans. So not the library. But how is it, it's just sometimes you hear our fans, most of the time you don't. I've got to say, one thing actually, with his tenureship, You probably hear the fans screaming and shouting a lot more, but not call the library. Not the library. Don't call it the library, man. All right. Full meltdown. Colin, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Right. Are we finished? How long have we been running for? We've been running for 25 minutes. We'll go for just a few more minutes and then we're going to wrap this one up, man. So, we did speak about, actually, we spoke about Emma Smith Rowe, we spoke about Benzema, we spoke about Dusan Vlahovic, who's actually said, no, I'm happy where I am. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. We don't want you anyway. And then we spoke about Alexander Isak. There's no way on the face of this earth that Newcastle will ever sell their prized assets. Now, Bruno Guimaraes, yeah, is that no, it's not going to happen, man. It's not gonna, far rather sell off maybe the younger players, the players who are fringe players. You ask Arsenal, they'll sell off the prized assets. Yeah. All right. John says, I'd like to see January transfer deadline finish. Total waste of time if you're an Arsenal fan. No, I think it's how you use that window there, John. I just think we're not good at it. We're not good at buying. We're not good at selling. We're not good at negotiating. You know, all three corners. We're just not good at it. You know, employ somebody else that can do a better job than we can. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, we're going to be talking about the players on Friday that we think should be leaving Arsenal in order to generate the cash if we want to go in hard and fast for Ivan Toney, even though Ivan Toney I don't think is going anywhere. But for me, there's a group of players really who should not be at Arsenal. Should not be at Arsenal. But anyway, are we finished? Monty, are you still there? Are we done, Monty, on this one? 27 minutes and counting. So tomorrow is Wednesday. I will not be doing a show on Wednesday. I'm giving myself a day's break and be fully charged for the Easy Talk this coming Friday. So it will be the first Easy Talk of this year, 2024. It's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I created the topics to be discussed and debated, and I'm expecting a lot of negativity in the live chat. Is it just the way things are? Because we are in, are we in 5th place? Didn't even check, actually. Let's have a look. Oh, right, we're still in 4th place, tied with them not down the road on 40 points. You imagine that? Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's have a look. Right. Okay. Yeah. Monty, Wingman, just a minute. Yeah. I think we're done. We're done. What do we have here? Our mental prowess is in the marketing, not football. And we can sell a kit though. Yeah. What number kit are we on? What training kit are we on? The running out kits, running out on the pitch kits, the modeling kits, the 7th away kits. Listen, to each to their own. You know, my brother has brought me that the away kit, the high vis away kit, and I did say thank you, but I haven't brought any merchandise for a long time, But each to their own. And today is Lord Bettner's birthday. Yes, it's funny because I'd forgotten that he played for Nottingham Forest. But yeah, happy birthday to him. Thank you, moderators, and a big thank you to you, Guinness, here for your time. Let's wrap up going through all these. Arsenal are the worst, says, okay. This is Alex, a great segment. Man City are better. And Ian Wright. Anyway, I'm saying nothing. Oh dear. Anyway, you know, this is it. I will be back on Thursday Give me some more live views. Like I said, I'm not going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to give myself a bit of a day's break. Spend some time watching the movie with the missus. Put my feet up. I think there's some footy on, isn't it? There's football on Wednesday. Anyway, yeah, I can't be asked. Thank you to you for sharing your time for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, spot on. And yeah, we shall see what happens. I can't wait for the Easter talk. The Easter talk is going to be a very interesting one. And I mean, I hope tempers don't get frayed. But yeah. Anyway, Smith Rowe, Emil, just leave Arsenal, man. Go to the Villa. This has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.